You are watching Travel World Online.
Travel Agents Congress organized by BITB held at Leela, Gurugram. Leaders from across travel agencies and travel association shared business trends in the marketplace. In the first session, Ground Zero, Travel Agency Association heads shared their viewpoints. Jyoti Mayal, President TAI, Subhash Goyal, Honorable General Secretary Faith, Swadesh Kumar, President ATOAI, Pradeep Lulla, President TAFI, Pranab Sarkar, President ITO, Mandeep Soni, Member Governing Body and former President Eco-Tourism Society, PP Khanna, President ADTOI, and Guldeep Singh Sahani, Founder President Outbound Tour Operators of India, shared their views.
You should treat tourism as an economic activity, and entire this investment is by private sector, not government sector. All the jobs are created by the private sector, not by the government sector. So you should give some importance. Now they have come up with the request of the industry that conference visa will be granted, but responsibility lies with the organizer. They will take the permission in advance and tourists are allowed to apply e-visa. So these are the positive direction. Things are changing. Government is also ready to change.
Thank you, Mr. Sarkar. That was quite a lot of plain speaking, a lot of anguish and also a lot of hope mixing together. May I now request Mr. Mandeep Singh Soni.
So even if you're a travel agent, do we take care, for example, of educating our customer to be a responsible traveler? And that is at the basic heart of it. About a month ago, there was this terrifying shot of a gentleman who was a cycling or a motorcycling tourist traveling to Bhutan, who stood up on a stupa and took lots of photographs, and which was obviously, just about the most insensitive thing to do. Poor guy probably didn't know that he was doing the wrong thing. Probably they didn't have the awareness. So what do we do as tour operators or travel agents? We actually inform the guests that when you travel abroad or when you come into the country, please carry your own steel water bottle. Fill it up with, RO or whatever else, water. If you're going on a tour, we'll just keep it as an emergency, but otherwise every hotel is, got their RO systems, their water purification system. Very tiny effort, but it's a huge impact, and especially if you start multiplying it by the number of people that travel, I think it makes a difference. And it's the same thing with the hotels. About 20 years ago, they started saying, let's not change the bed sheets and, do not change the towels. And some people even laughed and scoffed at that. And I think it's wrong, because every little action makes a big difference. The same old saying about every drop makes an ocean. So I would say that perhaps our challenge in the tourism industry today is to really see how can we become more responsible, because ultimately India will be judged as a sustainable and responsible tourism destination, because your customer who is coming here, or possibly the traveler that is going abroad, is becoming more conscious about the impact that he or she will have on environment.
That spendings of domestic traveler in India is almost about 87% compared to the inbound. Sarkar Sahab, it is only 13% the inbound travelers are spending with us, but 87% is spending, which is generating a lot of employment and also a lot of revenue for this country. But exactly what we need to have a center, the government, the state governments, those has to be very, very aggressive. Today, center states that it is the responsibility of the state governments to do their developments, and we are here to give you the money, to give you the funds, and you do. Without the synergy from the center to the state, it is not possible. And we should not also leave to only the state governments and to the central government or to the other people, which we as private stakeholders, we are also responsible for that.
Is to talk about, we have been talking about responsible tourism, we have been talking about various kind of things, but time has come now to talk about sustainability. That's become very important. If you look at people who are successful around you,
You will see they have product to sell and they sustain the...
I think what we are here is to see how we can strategically work together. And I think that is needed. We as a private sector, I do not think, and I really endorse that, and I feel, and all my members also feel that they would go by me saying that we can't do everything alone. We are Indians, this is our country, this is where we are supposed to be doing our business, and if the government doesn't have any say in doing our business, we're not saying you have a say, but they have to give us the avenues, they have to support us, and they have to be there with us, so that all our problems and issues are looked into. They just can't wash their hands away and say, oh, you are an industry, do it on your own. We really do need them. And they have to see how the industry is structured.
And only those species have survived who have adapted themselves to change. The dinosaurs used to be the most powerful mammal on this planet, but because it did not adapt itself to change, it got extinct. So friends, if you are not going to adapt yourself to change, you will go extinct. So the writing is there on the wall. It's now or never. The technology is changing so fast that to keep pace with it, you have to hire youngsters. Those of you who want to survive this technological invasion have to remember, number one, you have to adapt yourself to change. Number two, you have to specialize. Number three, you have to create your goodwill.
What I feel is today we actually become booking agents and not, so we are booking everything.
And my view was very clear that if you have to work together in this world, you have to cooperate with each other. This is my mantra. Your survival today is cooperation among the industry, travel industry together. So in my opinion, this is a good opportunity for all of us in the industry to get together and share our views and see how we can go together. That is the future. We have to go together, grow together. And in my opinion, there's a huge future and one has not to worry about small hiccups we have. And finally, I think I mentioned to him that we in the association have decided stop complaining, only finding solution to the problem. No more complaints. Complaints are never going to help me. Solution is the answer. This is what our mantra is. Thank you.
This was a real learning session for many.